Have you ever held a piece of wood and felt like it was trying to tell you something? Not words, not written messages, but a memory trapped in rings, a mood hinted at by a curve, a tenderness revealed in a worn edge. We often treat wood like raw material. But what if we listen to it instead? What if each mark, each grain, each imperfection was an invitation, a beginning of a story we get to finish with our hands? This is Crafted Wood Studio. Today we're discovering how design can turn wood from matter into meaning. No lists of products. No inventories. Just curiosity. Just process. Just how to make designs that speak. Seeing stories in grain and knots. Close your eyes and imagine a cross-section of a trunk. Count the rings slowly. Each one is a year of weather, luck, drought, abundance. Those lines are a life archive, and a surface is like a forehead full of history. When you look at a board, what do you notice first? A dark streak. A small knot. A subtle curl. Those features are not flaws. They are accents. They are punctuation marks that invite a reader. When I choose a piece of wood to work with, I don't ask, what can I make from this? I ask, what story does this want to finish? A patch of sapwood might suggest openness. A healed knot might hint at resilience. A long, elegant grain can suggest motion. The trick is to treat these cues like voices in a conversation. You listen. You respond with form, with cut, with an angle, with a line. Design choices that evoke feeling. Design is a language. The choices you make are sentences. Angles are emotion. Curves are breath. Negative space is silence. You can establish a tone in seconds with a single edge or sweep. Want calm? Use long, gentle curves, and keep joins modest. Want tension? Bring together opposing directions. Play with contrast, rough and smooth, matte and glossy, warm and cool. Those contrasts create contrasts in feeling. But it's not only about form. Scale matters. A small, precise detail invites intimacy. A large, sweeping surface encourages contemplation. Texture invites touch, and touch is a powerful way to create memory. Think about how a hand follows a bevel, how a thumb catches a bead, how a fingertip pauses at a transition. Each tactile moment becomes part of the object's personality. Consider also the rhythm of repetition. A subtle pattern of repeated shapes can make a piece feel deliberate, meditative. Break that rhythm once, and the interruption becomes meaningful. These are storytelling tools. Use them like a writer uses paragraphs, pauses, and emphasis. Hidden details and emotional connection. Some of the most powerful emotional hooks are invisible at first glance. Hidden details reward closer inspection. A tiny inlay where two grains cross. A chamfer that only appears when light grazes it at sunrise. A hand-sanded internal corner with a slightly warmer color because of thoughtful sanding technique. These are the secret sentences in the design story. Think about who will touch your piece. What small discovery will make them smile? A concealed notch for a cable that keeps a line clean. A small carved signature that makes the object feel human. Even an internal construction details, a dovetail hidden from view, speaks of care. Those touches say, someone thought about you. There's also the idea of memory mapping. You can design modes of engagement, a place where hands naturally rest, an edge that invites fingers, a recess that becomes a keepsake spot. When an object becomes a vessel for a ritual daily or occasional, it turns into a bookmark in someone's life. That's where design becomes sentimental. Finishes, light, and the life of wood. Finish is not decoration. Finish is an atmosphere. A heavy, satin oil brings warmth and depth. A thin, hard coat can preserve contrast and make the grain sing under bright light. The way a surface reflects changes the way we read it. Try this small experiment: hold a board under a lamp from different angles. See how light reveals different stories, highlights, shadows, the sense of depth in the grain. Light paints mood. A living material changes with time. Wood will darken, mellow, and gather marks. Embrace that. Don't aim for immortality, aim for evolution. Design with the expectation that an object will develop patina, because that patina is a map of use. Show consideration for reparability. Consider finishing strategies that age gracefully, finishes that accept a scuff as memory rather than damage to be erased. When an object gains history, it becomes a companion. Bringing narrative into your next project. So how do you bring all of this into your next design? Start with listening. Hold the material. Ask it what it wants. Sketch responses that honor the wood's personality. Keep your first iterations loose. Use negative space to let the wood breathe. Plan a few hidden details, one small surprise that will only be discovered by an attentive hand. Think about the life cycle. Who will use it? In what moments? Plan for connections, practical and emotional. How will light play across surfaces in different rooms or times of day? How will finishes change with use? Decide what you are protecting and what you allow to change. That decision is a pact with the future owner. And finally, slow down. Storytelling with wood requires restraint. Resist the urge to fill every surface with detail. The most memorable designs often include silence, places where the eye can rest and imagine. Let the grain do some of the talking. Practical prompts to spark your creativity. Here are a few prompts to try this week. Not instructions. Not templates. Prompts. Pick a board and ask, what is the first word this board says? Sketch 3 responses. Choose the quietest one. Design one hidden detail that will be discovered only by touch. Make a finish test with 3 light sources: warm, cool, and natural daylight. Notice which reveals what. Create a layout where one repeated element is intentionally broken once. Name why you broke it. These exercises will teach you to listen. If this video changed how you look at wood even a little, then we've started a conversation. If you enjoyed this journey, please like the video. Share it with a friend who loves making or someone who wants to see the quiet power of materials. Subscribe to Crafted Wood Studio and ring the bell so you don't miss the next conversation. Tell us in the comments, what story did your last piece of wood whisper to you? We read every comment. Join our small, curious community and bring your questions. We'll meet you there. Design is not decoration. It's translation. When we translate material into intention, everything changes. Thanks for listening. See you in the next one.